everyone. This is Peter Stone. I'd rather be out at a fair and a festival talking about things I love. For example, if I was at a horse fair and I loved horses. If I was at a bicycle show and I loved bikes. If I was at a nautical sea life or a Highland Fair festival. And those are the things I love. That's the type of jewelry I would sell. Because then I'd be talking with people I care about. People that have the same passion. And then I'm sparked. I'm stoked. I'm not sitting in my motorhome. I'm out talking with people, making money, having fun, and making money so I can continue to see my family and friends up in the north in the summertime and south in the wintertime. Because I know sometimes finances, you can't do it. And I ask some people, well, why aren't you going north? Well, I don't have enough money. Well, this is a really good tool to do that. Click on the link below. Check it out. Let's work together. I can help you out. The price of the jewelry, wholesale, is what the price of each package is. Everything else is a bonus, 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 bonus. I packed my 30 plus years together to help you out and make this easy. You don't need to have all the learning curves I had. That there were many times I wanted to drop out of this, but you don't need to do that. I've done it all for you. Peter Stone, click on the link below. Keep in touch. We'll keep in touch with you. I'll see you at the show. Hey, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Coming live from Samut Prakan, Thailand. I don't know if anybody's ever been shipwrecked. No, just kidding. But I'm here, and some people are making it a little challenging to come and go. So I'm getting focus, and I'm grateful. So I spoke yesterday about change on a webinar I do every full moon, every new moon. And what I talk about is one subject where most people want to change. A large portion of the world or the population always want to change, or at least in the Northern Hemisphere. And in that change, we need to identify the places we want to go. So I live what I speak about here. And yeah, you have bits of frustration and say, yeah, I want to hop on the plane. I want to go like I always did. But they're putting little roadblocks. And I can do that because it's easy to jump the fences and do what has to be done. However, sometimes we have to look at the gift in the challenge, the obstruction, the thing that seems like it's in our way. And that's where we need to ask the question, why? What's the benefit? And I'm digging up really good benefits, morning, noon, and night. And I have 3 benefits here. So my name is Peter Stone. I'm the founder of Peter Stone Jewelry. And now I have spent the last 2 or 3 years, probably the last 10, working on this project, maybe longer. And I didn't even know I was working on this project until I realized you, the viewer, and many, many, many of our customers and clients can benefit and have benefited. And they were the models, in some cases, the models of what I'm going to talk about. So there's 3 areas that you can really have fun with business. Now, of course, you need to be passionate about or enjoy. You don't have to be so passionate full on, but you need to want to do what it is you're doing to some degree. Number one, we all need an income, right? And number two, from my research and just listening, people, well, I'm going to visit here. It's my bucket list, my bucket list, my bucket list. I haven't seen bucket list for a while. It seems somebody has put their buckets aside. I say it's time to get your bucket back out and get back on it, because the highways to freedom are opening, reopening. And if you find a barrier or a block, just get up, get over it, go around it, go under it, do what you got to do to make your life the way you want it to be. So, because there is so much change going on, and people are moving. I mean, they're moving whether they want to move or not. I mean, out of their physical businesses, they need to replace that income. And all through the years, we had a client in Chicago that did the, I think it was a Celtic fair, an Irish festival that lasted like 10 days. And they had clothing and shoes and things. And they told me, and they have Peter Stone jewelry and all things from Ireland. And they said, Peter, we make $90,000 in that week. I'm like, serious? And look, if you hit, I mean, they were full into it, full on business. So if you had a full on business, and you're like looking around and wondering what you can do, a real fast replacement are these three things that I'm talking about now, that I'm going to talk about. So hit on the button down there, make it go bing, ring that bell, and subscribe. And leave your questions about what I'm going to talk about. Leave your questions about, like, Peter, how did you do it? When did you do it? What did you do? Just ask. It's not complicated, especially people have specialty stores. They have New Age stores. They have Irish stores. They have equestrian stores. There's all kinds of stores, recovery stores, all kinds of stores and businesses. And you build that business because you like those things. You like that genre of business. So some people say, oh, I'm forced. I got to do Bitcoin, blah, blah, blah. Well, it goes up and it goes down. And I'll tell you, I've traded commodities since 1996. I'm I have a third class license, commodity trader's license. I studied it just because I wanted to learn it, not because I was going to go out and get in the business. When I do something, just like the going after the deep dive on the jewelry, I studied gemstones all around the world. I like to learn about, when I just set my mind to it, I go full on. And quite frankly, when you put that focus full on to what it is that you want to do, the obstacles fall away. They fall away. They don't seem as big when you have that focus. I'm going there. That's my goal. That's my destination. And with this, fairs, festivals, and freedom and adventure, there's a lot of destinations, a lot of fun destinations. And people ask me, I mean, I've traveled over 100 countries, 101. I like the ring of that number. And they say, well, what country did you like the best? And I always found something unique wherever I went. Something interesting, and sometimes it wasn't always interesting, I mean, in an upside way, but it was always different, and it was colorful, and it sparked the creative thought, like, how did this happen? And you move on. You stop where you want to stop, you stay where you want to stop, and you stay as long as you choose, pretty much. That's the road of fairs, festivals, and events, and the total life freedom. And I know some people aren't feeling free. They're feeling repressed, more repressed than ever. And we can't do this. We've got to find a way out. Okay. And I'll tell you, this is you're just flipping around 180 from like despair, like they took my business, they knocked my business down. You can start these businesses for nothing. Nothing. And I put 3 here, but really, if you do it for nothing, you need the 4th one. And we actually have a credit, 2 credit, 3 credit companies now that will fund you 4 payments at no interest. I mean, this is crazy. It's not a credit card. You have to deal with all these things. Oh, yeah. And if you don't pay on this time, it goes to 18, 29, 39%. Oh, a late fee, $39. All this. No, I don't think these companies have any late fees. They're flexible. They're fair. They're really good. And I've used 2 of them. So for airplane flights, why not? Look, if somebody else is going to fund my fun, let them do it. Hey, it's so easy to pay in 4 smaller payments. So I speak of that, where if you want to start with a small payment and take a little bit of leftover stimulus money, if that's possible, $50, right? So one of the business options is drop shipping. Okay, we have a drop shipping program. I'll run through them on the screen, give you a little bit of info, and show you what the steps are. It's so simple. So when you go to the home page, Peter Stone Jewelry, peterstone.com, there is a drop down menu, and that drop down menu is right there under jewelry programs. And you click on that drop ship program link, and it's going to come here. There is probably a video there first, but we're at this page. And that $200, see the Klarna underneath it? 4 payments to start drop shipping. And we'll give you up to 300 designs of jewelry. Oh, yeah. If you don't have a website, you have to spend like $30 on a Shopify website. We'll help you get it going. So you're into it for $70 and you can make $7,000. But it's a scale up. So if you don't do the $50 method, you can go to the jewelry programs and to the drop-down menu, and you can go to the affiliate program, which is free. The affiliate program, I explain it. Then below, you click on it and you sign up. You click to join, you enter your name, your email, then you'll see codes that you'll post on social media. So when people click, the first 3 pieces of jewelry anybody buys through your link, you get 100% compensation. Example, 3 orders came in, they totaled $500. Now you get a credit for $500 in jewelry. So I got a little technical side note here. Stick with me. We're good. 1 second. Just hold on. Stick with me. We might even have to chop this out. So the affiliate program is like a bonus here. So there's really 4, but I said there were 3. And the bonus here on the 3 fun business options is the affiliate program. So the affiliate program costs nothing to join. We need your name, your email address, and here's all this shows you what you get in that chart. You just go there, have a look around. You're going to find this is very generous. And after the first 3 orders, you see after the first 3 orders, 100%, 100%, 100%. After that, you can get 15% cash, no cash in the first 3 orders. Or you get a 25% credit towards retail jewelry. So you build that and you can make money out of that. Then you could jump into the drop shipping program, which we just showed you. So the drop shipping program is pretty easy. The drop shipping program is really, it's simple, okay? So what you have to do is you have to have a website. If you already have a website and you're selling something and it's not working or you're not making enough money, add some of this beautiful jewelry to it at a very small investment. We give you the images, we give you the jewelry descriptions. You can change those. We don't say you can't use a different description. As long as it's on the upside, useful and positive, you can do that. And we give you all of that free, included in the price. But if you decided to go wholesale, or you save your money and you go into the wholesale business, then that program is free. If you went straight to wholesale and bought the minimum order, you get the drop ship program free. So I'll just stick with the easiest methods here. So the number 1 is drop shipping. Drop shipping is something special, not like phone cases or some tchotchke stuff. Food that you can find everywhere, vitamins you can find everywhere. I mean, you'll make some money. You will make money, but very little, okay? Unless you've got unique jewelry like what's behind me here, really jewelry that stands out. This piece we did for a woman, custom design, 7 archangels. It is stunning. It's special. And when people see similar jewelry like this online, click buy. Price is not an issue. I can promise you that. People will make noise. Oh, that's so expensive. It's not expensive. It's to them, it's expensive because they live in the lower world where they don't believe in good value. So they have to stay there. They have to buy the cheap Chinese junk. And you don't have to go there. You don't want to go there. I'm telling you, you don't want that, because now you're competing like the seagulls, 100 seagulls on the beach for a little scrap of fish. Everyone got a little bit of that fish, but you want to be like the seagull that's riding out 10 miles off the beach on a beautiful sunny day, cruising along, and be that seagull that's on the whale's back, looking at the beautiful horizon for what? Flying fish, schools of mackerel, schools of herring. And when they see that fresh live, they get the whole fish. They're living life. They're making their life better because they're living a quality life. Don't go on the beach. Don't be with those flock of seagulls fighting, scrabbling, fighting, screaming, bad-mouthing even each other about pricing. Oh, his price 10 cents more than mine. And I'll tell you, this is a world that I've kept out of. I will not go there. Matter of fact, I'm raising my prices because silver's gone up, and you can get in before the price goes up, and you'll have made an investment, because the price of silver went up like 65% from last August, and we didn't adjust our prices, but we will on July 1st. And you can get in, and no matter what, if you didn't even sell any jewelry and you had some, it's worth more at the end of the month. It's worth more right away because the price of silver is up like 65%, and we didn't up our price. We upped a few of them, but not all. I mean, like hardly any compared to the lines of jewelry we have. So drop shipping is the number 1 business you can do. It's online. But I also say number two is online business. I mean, we know all about online business. Drop ship is online, but that's drop shipping online. So once you do the drop shipping and you learn confidently what's selling, then you go buy that jewelry at wholesale and you triple your profits, double and triple your profits relative to drop shipping. But the benefits of drop shipping, low cost, you can show 300 up to 5. If you're moving along, cranking, I'll give you 500 images. You can test. If you had 300, you could have 10 different collections that you can test online. You're getting that feedback. It's so valuable. Look, I've been in this business over 3 decades. I'll tell you, I know how to make money, and I know how you can make money, and I will help you, and I got your back. My whole team has your back. We are here to support you. Once in a while, we miss an email. If you don't say, hey, you didn't answer me, you got to pick up the phone. We get busy, and we're human too, right? So we might miss something, but mostly we're here. We have a chat button. Anytime you say, oh, yeah, I didn't get an answer, go to the chat button, contact us. Pick up the phone, leave us a message. Message us, text us, or even message online, right, on social media. But we're here. Pick up the phone. Any one of these ways. But we're always here for you is my point. I got to make it strong because I would beg of you to go online and go look at some jewelry company, go look at other jewelry companies about us. You'll be hard pressed to find out who owns that company, even where it locates. Oh, we ship in 24 hours, 36 hours. We ship fast. We're not telling you where we're shipping from. We're from China. We're from India. You don't even know who you're dealing with. And if you got a challenge, there's no phone number to pick up and call them. You're screwed, essentially, if you get something. I mean, there's a lot of more and more fly-by-night businesses out there. So I just read an article where there was 400 billion in, can you imagine that? I don't know. People are just getting really sick in the head. 400 billion in scamming on unemployment. Trying to help and people are screwing you, right? So beware is my message. Beware. We have an assay certificate to prove the sterling silver you're getting. We've been doing this for 20 years, more. That the silver you're getting is always sterling silver fine 925 jewelry. So you start an online business if you don't have one. If you have one, add jewelry to it. If you have jewelry that's not selling, take a look at that jewelry. You might wonder why. Then take a look at Peter Stone jewelry, and you'll really know. We have showstoppers. So many of our pieces of jewelry, people say, well, I've never seen that before. That's different. That's nice. That's unique. That's beautiful. We've got it again and again and again. And I just got a text this morning. An email from one of our long-term customers. And he goes, Peter, look, I put this big order in your cart. It's like a big order. Okay. We've been doing business a long time. He knows. And he's been to Thailand and he's tried other companies and he knows where the best jewelry is. Smart business guy. He's tried it all. And here we are. It's probably close to 18 years later, that maybe 20, maybe more, that we've been doing business. And he's got a beautiful store out in the Midwest. It's beautiful. And he has got a class operation. He knows what he's doing. And he puts in Peter Stone jewelry. And he goes, Peter, the prices are up, but I'm going to go high. I'm going to give you a big order. So we have volume prices. So yes, the jewelry, because silver's up, your value in the metal is up, but not that much, okay? And you can really, it's not really about the price unless you let it be. You got to get out of that market. More than 65% of the buyers want value. And since I've been doing videos here on a daily basis, I've been getting more wholesale applications asking for value. These are good businesses, smart businesses. And you don't need to try to be cheap about your business, because if you want to save money, you know what they say? Get to your piggy bank and put it in there, or put it in the bank. I don't suggest that, but take your money and save it. If you're going into business, I want to save money on this, I want to save money on that. Look, you want to invest your money and make sure what you invest in is going to give you a return. And this is why this gentleman placed this big, huge order after 5 years. He's not the only one. All around the world, things are taking off. Look, business was absolutely horrible a year and a quarter ago. Okay, it was bad. People are chomping at the bits. There's no better time than right now to get and start a jewelry business, a good jewelry business online. And the number 3 is going to be just as probably better. But if you do these 3 things, you will knock it out of the park. You can make $100,000, go from $0 to $100,000. I've done it in the past. All I did was just keep at it. You can do it. And I'll teach you how. I'll teach you how to do this. I have coaching, consulting. We have the Peter Stone Jewelry Institute. And that's limited. You got to be a certain level customer and client to get in there. But I have coaching and consulting, and I'll help you grow your business. It's free in our packages. We have some packages that start at $5,000. If you want to start and run a proper business and get to 100K, like pretty fast, actually. You got to move, you got to twist, you got to get out, you got to get sunshine, you got to be healthy. So we have these plans. This is the mid-level, but we have the 5K plan, which is a starter. So this is a 15,000 plan. This 4K, yes, thank you. So the 4K plan, it's $5,000, okay? We just like the numbers. They look better if they're less than 5. And I think you do too. So look what you get. You're getting a turnkey business. I'm going to give you images, and we're going to give you jewelry, the best sellers. You can pick any jewelry you want, any of our 43 niche markets. It's a package. This is number 3, fairs, festivals, and events, where you get in your car, your van, your motorhome, your travel trailer, and you travel out to fairs, festivals, and events. So I'll go through that list for you to show you the benefits of that 5K list. You'll see the benefits are huge. Look, when I started, I knew nothing about business, and I didn't have a cell phone. There was nothing online. I had to buy magazines and look up where the fairs and festivals were. I had to get on a telephone with a wire on it and call people and find out if I could get into that fair festival, find out what it is about. So let me show you these details in this 5K plan, and you'll see how powerful this is, because it's going to show you what I'm going to give you as far as the training, the tools, the gifts. So the 5K, there's a list that shows all of the benefits that was just up. We're going to show that again for you. And both of the programs have a lot in that list. So when we get to that list, you're going to see there's 18 extremely valuable tools, but in that list, it spells it out. So we'll get the list up here in about a few seconds so you can see it. But if you're on Instagram, you're going to have to contact us. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have to pull up my screen because I'm not seeing a list on my screen. I don't know what happened to that list that was there. It seems to have vaporized. Maybe there's that list. Okay, I found it. So the list says turnkey jewelry business with training. So I'm going to tell you, what does the training mean? The training means, most importantly, what not to do. So many people come. I mean, I've talked to so many people about starting at every level of business. And I've done it too. So I've made massive mistakes, errors, and I still do. And you benefit because online is a new ballgame for me. I mean, it's new because it started 6 years ago and I haven't 100% figured it out. Never be 100%. So that's okay. And down this list, I will train you, tell you first what not to do. And I'll tell you every time what to do, whatever's surrounding that thing, that step, that action. I'm going to give you the things that you better not be doing. And so you don't make mistakes, but people still want to do it their way. I'm telling you, I saw one company because they wanted to do it their way. They didn't want to take 25 years of my business plan, 5 pages compressed, everything I ever knew, gave them a beautiful business plan, and they failed. They lost $500 because they wanted to build a brand new website. They had the money, $80,000, and they still didn't get it right, but they wanted it their way. They didn't want to take something that was working and tweak it. So be careful of having it my way. You've got to have it the way that makes money. So I'll explain a little story here. When I first started my jewelry business, I loved the ocean. I traveled on the ocean. I made money on the ocean. I was an engineer on merchant ships. I lived in Key West. I took fishing boats and charter boats and bird watching trips out to the dry Tortugas, 90 miles west from Key West for 3 days at a time. And I'm living the dream. I leave the dock, turn on Jimmy Buffett at 11 o'clock at night, and I'm going through the Keys, going out to the dry Tortugas, out to Fort McHenry, as far out as I could go. No, I forget the name of that. All the way 90 miles from Key West. It's a sanctuary. It's beautiful. And, you know, I would just turn that music on. There's Jimmy Buffett. Crank up the engine. Let go of the docks, boys. The lines. And we're heading out of Key West, 11 o'clock at night. The stars on the horizon and the balmy tropical breeze. And I'm heading out there. And I'm feeling really free. But that's what I did. I pushed hard. And I really enjoyed the journey. So I've done all these different things, all these businesses. I had 4 stores in Key West, retail stores, 2 up in Massachusetts, Cape Cod, and in Provincetown, and Rockport, Mass. And I learned so much, and I want to share this with you. So I'll get back to that list. It seems to disappear. I would like you to be reading it while I'm speaking, but it's okay. We'll get that list back up and go down that list. So the training is to learn what not to do. And so you read a chart on a boat going out at night. You know, there's reefs, there's Sand Key, and there's these different reefs. And you don't want to be like the Etosha and run aground. So we got to pay attention to our course that we're on. And if we make too many courses, we end up like the Etosha, sunk. The wreck of the Etosha took 20 years to find, but had $400 million worth of gold on it when it was found, which is probably worth over $1 billion today. Much more than $1 billion. So, okay, you get the training. The jewelry quality assay certificates. You get I give you jewelry display cases so you can start your business. All you got to do is fill them. I mean, we can probably fill them for you. I'll get back to that list. I don't know. It kind of disappeared. Maybe we have some technical challenges. So the jewelry display cases and the holders. And then you can access our videos and use our jewelry videos. You can put your name on it and put it up online. So you can show the new jewelry you have, but you may not want to pay online at all. That's okay. Take your notebook, computer at a show and just show the jewelry at the show. So you have the tools. That's what I'm saying. You can use them if you want. You can use them on social media. Everybody's on social media. We're on social media right now. So you can use those tools. They're free. They're included in the package. And the $4,997 is the cost of the jewelry only. I got to clarify this because each one of these things, like the certificates and the displays I'm giving you, because the $5,000 is the actual cost of the wholesale jewelry. Every one of these things in these lines are a benefit, free service from us to you so you can grow your business. I mean, this is like a $25,000 value worth of tools. How can you do it, Peter? Well, I want to, if I break even on this, I'm looking forward that you can reorder. And that's where we'll make some money for our efforts. But we got to get you up and running first. So you have to understand, it's in my best interest that you succeed. Otherwise, we're not going to get a reorder, right? What's the sense of going to all the effort and not having a reorder? It is not the thing that's gonna. I don't want to just sell a package. I'll see you later. No, you'll see on this list. You'll get high-res images, whether you want to print flyers for a fair and festival or show the images on social media to get people to buy dropship or to come to your fair and festival and see you, or you get connections at fairs and festivals and they come to your social media, you make friends, they buy jewelry from you. By the end of the year, this is why you can get to 100K pretty easy. You think that's a lot of money? Yeah, it is. But we can get there together. Then we have email marketing templates that are all ready for you. They're ready to go. They're user-friendly. They fit for the social media platform already. They're already formatted. The right pixels, everything. All we do is we put your name and the message you want and send them to you. We're doing all this graphics. It takes so much time. How can we do it? Because we've been doing these graphics for more than that. We've been doing it for a long time on computer. And we know how to click and set it up, but it's a huge value because it took so long and so much money and so much software to develop all these beautiful images, copy templates. Just the email program alone costs $500 a month for us. But there's free email programs. MailChimp, Constant Contact. We'll tell you all those things. I'm not going to get into the details, but I'd love to. So click on the link and look, engage. Get on our newsletter. Engage. Give us a call. Send us an email. hello@peterstone.com. Hello. Let's do this. It's got to be fun. I mean, really. I'll tell you, I live my life. It's always been fun. Yeah, we got bumps. We get flat tires and it rains and pours, and that's part of the adventure. Listen to the rain. Oh, it's rain. Listen to the rain. Tomorrow will be sunny. Live with that attitude. Okay, let's go down the list. Group coaching, private Facebook page. We have a group, a private. Well, it's not going to be only Facebook. It'll be on other platforms too. So we're going to have social media because, they don't let some people on social media anymore. So I know some people in business got shut down because who knows? Because why? Because they tell you didn't go to our community standards. We don't like you. You're out of business. No. I got all kinds of backup going on, and we're engaging. So we love you right there. We love you, and we're here for you, and we're going to guide you every step of the way. Like people say, Pinterest, don't go to Pinterest now. I'm telling you, it is not a place. You want to lose money, go to Pinterest. Okay, so I would say 5 years ago, you want to make money, go to Pinterest. Game's over. Some of these things, they don't work. They look like they're working, but they won't work. How do I know? I test. Okay, so 3 Peter Stone marketing videos will give you the videos so you can market your jewelry. Then a personal live group coaching for beginners. We have a couple of levels. Then you can ask all your questions. It's a Q&A. Then 2 additional months of group coaching. So you got stuck. Hey, Peter, I tried this, I tried that. After you get into the game a little bit, you're like, you got new questions. You have new challenges. How do I do this? How do I do this? So we streamline all of that. So you are on that journey to success, the 100K, but you're really having a great time doing it. Saying, hey, if you do it with your partner, you say, hey, honey, where are we going to go next week? Oh, man, I think I want to go to Colorado. Colorado is a good place for business, by the way, or was. And I just talked with one of my very, we're pretty good friends. And he's been on the road for a long time, like a very long time. But he has a tie-dye T-shirt business. So he has a trailer full of tie-dyes. And I didn't know till just 2 days ago that he was like into tie-dyes 30 years ago. and he was an old hippie, right? But he's out and he's got his niche and he goes to rock and roll concerts. He's a rock star in that place. Everybody knows him, actually. And he said, Peter, I've been doing this a long time. I don't think I'm going to go out. But that was 2 weeks ago. Then, because everything's opening up and people are chomping at the bits to get out and give you money. This is like the prime time because everybody's been locked up and they want to get out. They want to see you and they want to spend money and they want to see their jewelry in their hand, not always online. They want to see it. They're going to say, oh, my God, I didn't know that jewelry is so beautiful. I always see these doctored images online. So all jewelry looks beautiful. And that's where the scam comes in. All jewelry looks beautiful. It's not. And I bet you there are plenty of people here that have had surprises. Oh, look at this sterling silver piece of jewelry. In a lot of cases, you see the price is stupid. You can't even buy the raw silver at the price. They say this is silver. But they even say it's sterling silver. Worse. And it's so... And I'll tell you another thing. The stamp 925 doesn't mean a thing unless you have that assay test, the assay certificate that's in the second line on this list. We have it every 90 days. And you want to see it? I'll send it to you. Just engage. Hello at Peter Stone. I want to learn more. Go to Peter Stone, and I'll show you a couple of links here after we go through this list. So the additional 2 months, a personal customer service rep will have someone on the phone to answer your questions once you get up and running. Almost like a hotline, okay? You call, we're there. you call, we're there. I'm in the middle of a show, Peter. People are asking me about this. Boom, we'll answer you very quickly. So you can talk to that customer. I've been doing that for years. I have sales reps on the road. Peter, I tell them, call me. You probably won't be talking with me, but you'll be talking with one of our reps. And they're trained fully. And they ask a question. So what about this? Can I do this? Can I do that? And boom, you get an answer. Okay. Then you're getting $12,500 retail value, just at an average, at the lower end of markup, 2.5 times. You can double it and say 10,000. You can triple it and make it 15,000. That's your choice, but you can't go too low. There is a clause that you cannot lowball this jewelry and try to undercut people. You can have sales, you can have discounts, you can have offers, but your regular list price cannot be lowballing. That's that. And that whole package is $4,997. Now, if you plug in Klarna, that's $1,200 payment, but you could make in a month $5,000 and you have profit. You can live, you can pay the rent, you can pay the gas, you can pay the tent, whatever it is, wherever you're living on the road, traveling the fairs, you can do it from your house. You go 250 miles in a circle, and there's plenty of fairs and festivals, generally, depending, unless you live way out in perhaps the Midwest where there isn't. In some places, but some places there is. And actually, this time of year, that's when the fairs, all through up until fall, are the fairs and festivals. Oh my God, we have links, and there's more on this list. This isn't the updated list because we connect to you with a list of niche fairs and festivals to help guide you. We'll show you where to go. You do your own research. We'll bring you there, and you've got to spend the time. Find out where you want to go. It's fun. You're looking at the maps. You're saying, oh, my God, let's have a fun summer. Let's live into our dreams and forget this madness. Shut off the news. Shut off. Don't listen to any of their BS. It's bullshit. Don't listen. Don't let them suppress you. You got to walk above the noise and live. This stuff's been going on for centuries. People trying to control people. Forget it. Live above it. Walk above it and have a little courage and bring in the positivity. And if you have a problem with that, show up here every day and I will help you. Engage, subscribe, follow. I will help you get back on track. It's my job. It's my passion. It's what I love to do. I love to help people. The detail in our jewelry is exquisite. The detail in our customer service is exquisite. The way we'll help you grow is different, unique from any other company out there. I'll promise you that. I built this company from scratch. Nothing. I didn't know a thing about jewelry. Into $1 million company. And it went down and it went up and it went down. And we went through hell a lot of time. But we're here. And with that hell comes heaven. And I will share the heaven. But I'll warn you of the hell. Be careful. And you won't need to get surprises. Every now and then we get whacked up. All of us. Surprise, didn't know that. Tornado was coming, right? Whatever. But other than that, it'll be like 95%. You'll know what not to do, what to do, and you'll be on the game, and you'll be taking 5,000 and turning it into 100,000 or 125,000. That's what you'll be doing when you engage. This is the small program. I'll tell you, when you go to the 15K or the 30K, if you're already in business and you want to make it big, I want to make $250,000 this year or $500,000, then you can do that. Because my friend who is He says, oh man, I don't really want to go back. And he's been doing a lot of meditating and like flushing and cleaning, and he's taken the time to like rejuvenate himself. He looks like a new guy. I can't believe it. He looks really good. Looks like he lost like 15 years. He looks youthful. He's alive. And now when he just got this message, he's like, Peter, there's 38 festivals he goes to. Festivals I can go to. He says, I think I'm torn because it's so nice here in Thailand, but I'm torn because in my heart, I love those festivals. And those are my people. Those are my friends. That's where I chill. That's where I hang. And that's where the life force comes from. If you stay home and you stay in your box, you'll just spiral down. You got to get out. You got to get out and make your life a life like he's doing. Because I'll tell you, a couple months ago, he was like just thrown in the towel because of the news. And I see, like I talked to him online, and I saw his transition. And I saw his transition up. And I always pump him. I said, go for it. And I get it, okay, maybe you don't want to go out there. If the business isn't there, why would you go? But the business is there, and your friends are there, and they're showing up bigger and better than ever. And so this business is like, it's a total circle of fun. Why? Because you have fun, you have friends, like family that he's built over the last 20 years, his followers. Man, I mean, there's nothing like seeing a smiling face you haven't seen for 2 years. Hey, bro, how the hell are you doing? Sister, okay? We got to engage with life and lift life up. Do not get stuck in a downward spiral. Don't do it. Please, don't do it to yourself. Please, I will not allow myself to do that. I could. I've been there. Self-imposed. Been there. Don't do it. Get out. Get on the road. See some smiling faces. Bend. So when you're at a fair and a festival, you're bending. This guy works his butt off, but he makes a lot of money. Why? He's got a trailer of clothing behind him. He has a big place, but he makes a ton of money. Like his last year in 2019, he said that was his best year ever. He called me, and he's like tired, but he called me and he said he's making the best year yet. And you can make 2021 your best year yet. And that's our Stepping Up, Stepping Out program. You can ask about that too, but that's the mindset to do the money. Okay, you got to have the mindset before you can get to the money. Mindset, movement, money, right? M cubed, I got a program, M3. And I might throw that in there. How to move yourself, right? You got to do it. Got to do something. You don't want to stay in a state of despair, fear, anxiety, sadness. We, like a lot of us here, are Americans. We know. And if you're not, then you want to get your spirit up and not succumb. You want freedom too, right? Don't we all want freedom and living it into our life? Let's go get it. Let's go live into it, live into our lives. And one quick review. Bonus is affiliate. That's like really starting with no money. But you go at the first one is the drop ship program. Second one is an online store. Wholesale store. Okay. The drop ship is one business that you don't have to have. The wholesale online store, but you have to have a store to show it. Number 2 is a full online store. And number 3 is the fairs, festivals, and events. And the link I have right on my computer has 27,000 or 37,000? And there's 2 links for fairs and festivals. You can find them online. Start looking in there. I mean, there are food vendors, but you don't want to be competing for deep fried Mars bars. I mean, some of these vendors, and they'll give you a startup business cheap, but if you start selling crap food, you're gonna feel like crap, you're gonna look like crap. Don't go there. Treat yourself nice, eat well, and sell beautiful jewelry that reflects your passion, whether it's horses, Renaissance, Irish, healing, fairs and festivals. We have all these displays. You don't need all those signs. That's at a trade fair, that image, but those, I put it up here because of those displays. And see this little table, a little folding table, that's all you need, a couple of them. And you put, I didn't even put a sheet over that one because it's a trade show. And you do this at a retail fair, go get a couple of nice quality colored sheets, wash them, put them on the table, and set up the displays on top. And you're turning and burning and making 2021 your best year yet. A lifetime of freedom starts today, starts now. Click on the links and get moving. You get some of these displays free in that $5,000 package. It's turnkey, out of the box, in business. Out of the box, in business. You pay us, we ship it, you get it, and you drive, and you're on your adventure. It really is simple, unless you make it complicated. You overthink it. Oh, should we do it? Yeah, you should do it. Yeah, you should be free. Yeah, you should live into your life. Yeah, you should be, and I don't like that word should, but you should be living into your life. It's almost a must, right? Because if you don't, what's the other side of that? What's the other side if you're not living into your dreams, into your passions, into your life, into the better things that you know are out there, and you're cheating yourself? You're cheating your family, you're cheating your friends, because you're not being the best person you can be unless you're fully engaged in life. End of the story, beginning of a new day. Click on the link. This is Peter Stone saying, hey, thanks for visiting. I'll be back tomorrow. May not be a long event, but I'll be back. I'll be back. I'm here. Look for us, subscribe, follow, and you'll be notified. We're here for you. I'm here for you. We want you to live into your life. Nothing. Tell you, my goal is to see a smiling face. So where I make my jewelry is in Thailand, American owned. I started my business here and gave Americans jobs, Australians, Europeans. That's what I did. Because of the ties, those people had a job. Because of their skill with the beautiful jewelry, Americans had a job. And it was accidental that I started my company, but I started it. And I'm so grateful I did. And you can benefit from all of it, because everyone who touches a piece of Peter Stone jewelry must benefit from the maker to the wearer and everyone in between. And you may be a wearer and you may be a in between, moving that jewelry, profiting from that jewelry, and getting it onto people with the symbolism of the archangels, the symbolism of the phoenix, where we emerge from the ashes of despair, from the fire, from the crash. And we know in America there's been some fires last summer, and some continue, but we need to emerge from that and look down at it all in greatness, in more power, not less power. I'll see you tomorrow. If not, Monday I'll be here. But I'm going to hop up on the weekends. I got some cool stuff to share. I'll see you later. So Peter Stone, thanks for joining. everyone. This is Peter Stone. I'd rather be out at a fair and a festival talking about things I love. For example, if I was at a horse fair and I loved horses. If I was at a bicycle show and I loved bikes. If I was at a nautical sea life or a Highland Fair festival. And those are the things I love. That's the type of jewelry I would sell. Because then I'd be talking with people I care about. People that have the same passion. And then I'm sparked. I'm stoked. I'm not sitting in my motorhome. I'm out talking with people, making money, having fun, and making money so I can continue to see my family and friends up in the north in the summertime and south in the wintertime. Because I know sometimes finances, you can't do it. And I ask some people, why aren't you going north? Well, I don't have enough money. Well, this is a really good tool to do that. Click on the link below. Check it out. Let's work together. I can help you out. The price of the jewelry. Wholesale is what the price of each package is. Everything else is a bonus, 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 bonus. I packed my 30 plus years together to help you out and make this easy. You don't need to have all the learning curves I had. That there were many times I wanted to drop out of this, but you don't need to do that. I've done it all for you. Peter Stone, click on the link below. Keep in touch. We'll keep in touch with you. I'll see you at a show.